This episode is the ASMR episode. I'm just kidding. All right, so we had a big fight. We need to go back to camp. Say hello to everyone and then go to Halston and have a party. Let's do that. First things first. Long rest.
I will have an explanation.
Excuse
or
me?
your head.
Walk away. Now. I won't warn you again.
Lae'zel, honey, I am the one holding the relic. No, I have heard what happens here if you don't interfere, and I am not going to lose either of them.
That artifact is an heirloom of my people. Likely she spilled Githyanki blood in order to steal it. This cannot stand.
Heirloom? Plunder from some conquered realm, more like. This artifact is the only thing keeping us from becoming slaves to our parasites. Be glad I have it.
You don't have it. We do. Okay, there's some inconsistencies going on here.
Lae'zel thinks I have something important to her people. She's deluded, clear.
Lies. She carries an heirloom of my people. I must know why.
This is also, of course, the very thing that the Githyanki patrol has been looking for. I'm not feeling that outfit for her anymore because of that's Minthara's clothing. I'm gonna pick Lae'zel's side.
It's too late. You can't appease them. We have to do what's right for us. The artifact stays with me.
You already acknowledged that I have it.
With just words. No. Honor demands I take something from you. Incorrect. Judicious bloodletting settles feuds and roots out the weak, the deceitful.
Do you hear this, tribe? Our lives are at stake, and she wants us to turn on each other.
No others. Just you and me. The bad blood must be purged. A jewel come first light.
You mean I'd get to prove you wrong and thrash you? I love it. Get some rest, Lae'zel. You'll need it. You had every chance to look the other way.
What?
But here we are. You chose this.
Spare me the justifications, coward.
If anyone asks, I'll say you were transforming. Don't expect to be mourned.
I heard this went down the other way around. What the fuck, Shadowheart? Girl, I'm not gonna lose either of you. What? I'm about to save Scum so hard.
She's a liability. It's the artifact we need, not her.
Let me up, and I'll show you.
Shadowheart, if you really wanted her dead, you would have just done it without talking to her.
Can I do that, Lae'zel? Can I turn my back on you?
Never. Thieves aren't afforded such luxury.
Loosen the grip on your pride for one blasted moment, won't you? We needn't be enemies. There's plenty of those to go around already.
What would you have? That we be friends?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. But imagine what we might achieve if we channeled some of that hostility back at our real foes, instead of each other. They wouldn't stand a chance.
This is too much. Did we just get a free sleep without using our stuff? Oh, that's... I was not ready to start this episode off with cold-blooded murder. You know what? I need you, Scratch. Come here.
The dog wags his tail,
Ooh.
a small bag clenched between his teeth.
Thank you, buddy.
He gives in and surrenders his find to you.
Thank you, buddy.
Scratch's tongue lolls out happily, his tail wagging even faster.
That wasn't a bone. Oh well. Another glitch.
Moving in.
Okay, well now that you're both alive. Shadowheart?
I don't think there'll be any more trouble between Lae'zel and I, if
There
you
better
were
not.
wondering. We can all sleep easier now. Well, apart from all the rest.
We've been fine until now. Why? Yeah, both of you.
Relax. We'll kiss and make up on our own time. Someone prodding at a newly opened wound doesn't help matters.
Just take a chill pill. You don't need to be fighting each other.
Speak. It is over where I am concerned. It is through conflict that we strengthen our bonds. Yet I do not recommend Shadowheart seek it again. The next resolution may not end in her favor.
See, I will tussle with you anytime if you want to strengthen our bonds. Just leave that on an A-B basis. And then Shadowheart can see her way out. All right, does anyone else have any comments about what happened?
I really thought Shadowheart and Lae'zel might fight to the death over that artifact. A pity. It would have made for a fine night's entertainment.
Don't ever change, Astarion. Oh, what are y'all discussing?
I hope that's the end of this silly quarrel. They'll have no energy for battling our enemies if Lae'zel and Shadowheart are too busy squabbling among themselves.
Yeah?
Well met.
Ah, my good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much.
You've already said that a couple times.
I'll say one thing for our troop. We're not short on drama. I'm glad Shadowheart and Lae'zel settled their differences peacefully. Eventually.
Well, in terms of checking in, I guess. Oh, wait, no, Karlach.
Very glad Shadowheart and Lae'zel settled things without letting any blood. I would have enjoyed the spectacle, but not losing either one of those lunatics.
All right, that's it for the check-in.
Have we buried the hatchet, Lae'zel?
No,
Why would I bury a weapon? Is it broken?
It's a metaphor.
I do not know your metaphor. But if you need help digging, I will find a shovel.
Oh my god, that was such a Drax moment, Lae'zel. That was actually kind of cute. Okay. So I will say as a generality, so we still got to go and handle the patrol. We have to go to the hag and deal with her. We got to do the party. And we got to do the whole Underdark and Grimforge. That feels like an act on its own. Getting Goblin Stash. But, yeah. And the Creche. The Creche. I think I'll do the Creche before the Underdark. That might be quick. Unless it progresses the act, which I don't really want that. So, right now... let's look at the artifact. Y'all be squabbling over nothing. Let's look at this together, now that y'all are addressing it again.
A curious ornate box. Its many sides are engraved with indecipherable glyphs.
Still nothing.
There's no getting rid of it. We'll just have to keep it hidden away.
Let's try this. There's a humming noise. Yeah, I can't give it away. In EA, they kept adjusting how much they revealed with this thing. And right now, we honestly got nothing. Alright, let's go have a party and expose a Shadow Druid.
A scout just reported. The goblins' leadership has been decimated. We might escape this place yet.
It's been more
I took a
than
collection
decimated.
from all of us. It isn't much, but you've earned it.
I'll take it.
It's not enough, but it's all we have.
Halsin will likely want to thank you too, mind. He returned just a while ago. I believe he's catching up with Korga. As for us...
No armies at our heels. Amazing. We can finally leave. But perhaps we need not speak of farewells. We'll join your camp tonight to celebrate if you'll have us.
So I guess we didn't really explore them as a group in this playthrough, but I will say, for those of you who haven't figured it out or seen it, I mean, these are refugees from Elturel, the city that got dragged into hell during the Descent into Avernus campaign. And of course, yes, the city was saved, everything's back to normal, but because they look like devils, I mean, any prejudice that wasn't there is now there in spades. It was a horrible place for them to remain. And so they're making the trip to Baldur's Gate because although Baldur's Gate can be a rough city, it honestly is more accepting than some of the other major cities on the Sword Coast, just because, you know, power and money is what makes it there. Or if you want to settle in the slums and try to have a decent-ish life, I mean, you can make that attempt. And it really is better off for them there than back at Elturel. Alright, I have plenty of other junk sitting at camp, but for now, I think we're good to go. Thank you, sir, for replenishing your own wares so that I can dump everything that I find in your lap.
May you keep balance.
May you keep plenty of coin ready for me to take from you.
No, never mind.
You took it upon yourself to undertake the Rite of Thorns. I ought to exile you from this place. Forever. Instead, I shall listen to the explanation that you owe me.
I owe you nothing. Goblins swarmed us like roaches while you stumbled after the past. You chose to abandon us. I chose to protect us.
Silence! The rite has been ended. I will allow you to stay, but consider yourself a novice anew. You have forgotten the ways of the druids, our place in the natural order. You shall learn it all once again, right here. Backslide, and nature's fury will crush you.
As you wish, Master Halsin.
This time around, I really hope we can expose her as a shadow druid instead of just letting her hang around or possibly getting executed. Wait, no, that won't happen. We saved the kid. Spoiler alert, if you let the kid die, then during the party, the dad comes up and slits her throat in the night. And she just dies on the beach at our camp. Anyways.
She knows now what cavorting in the shadows brings her. She will not stray again. Besides, this is no time to lose a promising druid. You will soon see why. But enough of that for now. I owe you my thanks. The grove stands. Nature prevails. And again, I am in your debt. Speak to Wrath. He will reward you for your efforts. If only you had come to this place in more peaceful times. You'd have been a welcome addition. The journey to Moonrise Towers, and all the dangers that entails. But that's tomorrow's problem. Take some time for yourself tonight. Rest, celebrate. Come morning, I'll be by your side. Deserve to be banished.
Then banish me. When the coming army marches, there will be none to protect you.
I want to have a word.
Peace. Enjoy it while it lasts.
Are you planning something else, girl?
The wolf focuses on you, calmed in your presence.
It might be time for another.
Peace. Enjoy it while...
If it had been up to I think it's high time you all left. Our sacred grove has sheltered you enough.
I guess, are you a shadow druid too, based on the way you support Kaga?
I answer to Sylvanas, and Sylvanas only. And you are not the Oak Father.
Yeah, you're a shadow druid.
You done it. You brought Halsin back. Thank you.
No, thanks is not enough. May Sylvanas bless you for all your days.
I cannot imagine taking on a camp full of goblins was a simple task.
It was definitely a long one.
To be expected. I'm glad you survived intact. And I promised you a reward, didn't I? Let me show you on your map where you can find the cache. Take this rune. You'll need it. Place it among the pedestals inside our library. When the wolf glows brightest, everything in the vault below will be yours.
All right.
I'm no fan of those devils either, but they're leaving. If it had been up to Korga, they would never have been here at all.
Hmm. Oh, awesome. Oh, hey, the bird's okay. That's good.
A parasite, brimming with magic. Take it.
Well, my initial assumption when we were first here was correct.
Here we go. It's broken, but not too badly. Well, what have we here?
All right, let's see if it changed in here. Oh yeah, this book talking about the Emerald Enclave. Yep, the Shadow Jews, the Harpers, Order of Clear. Ah, these are new. This didn't used to be here. The least known and accordingly most dangerous of the secret societies I have researched is the Order of Clerd. My sources tell me this shadowy conspiracy of murderers, mutilators, and tyrants regularly meet to plan the demise of any number of innocent citizens of our fair land. What's more, they like it. That doesn't tell me much about it. Dark Justiciars, I shall even describe their name upon the purity of this page. I shall leave it at this. They worship Shar. Yep. Oh good, we got some more goodies. More potions. I guess the same weapon is here.
Beautiful glaive. So why does touching it give me a knot in my stomach?
True note. The Emerald Enclave won't send help, even if I asked. This land is wounded and the rot is deep. But it's deep everywhere. I can't wait for help to come, but perhaps I need not face the darkness alone. This weapon. Here it is. Sorrow. 2 to 11. Sorrowful / transmutation cantrip. Oh, they did adjust it. For every drop of blood spilled, a piece of the soul perishes until nothing remains but regret. So looking at this real quick, we got, yeah, brace melee, rushing attack, and then sorrowful here it is. Oh, it's just Thorn Whip. That's a bit disappointing. It used to be that this thing would do, what is it? I think an ensnaring strike if you just hit people, but every time you took a swing, you would take like 1 psychic damage or something. Just the sorrow of shedding blood. I like the old version. Orb of Summer, grant resistance to cold.
You're handsome.
Can I have a drink? I'm fine. Ugh, loosen up, Icaron.
No, an owlbear.
There we go.
Toddlers are easier to please than you lot. Patience? Have you no respect for showmanship?
Having performance issues, Roland.
Hush you, and behold! Adoring applause? You're too kind.
Remember when he could barely cast that?
They grow up so fast.
Never have I met such troglodytes. Now, pass the wine.
I need to dance!
You need to
No.
lie down.
No, I need to lie down.
Sherry! That's infernal for cheers. Or possibly turnip.
Beautiful night, don't you think? Nothing like a brush with destruction to make one appreciate the majesty of the celestial canvas. It's a view I would once have shared with my companion, though definitely unaccompanied by such revelry. She preferred it when we were alone, curled up before a crackling hearth with some ancient, esoteric tome between us. Ink glinting in the firelight.
Yeah, he is.
By a Geraorn's lost nose! No! Tara is not any cat. She's a Tressum. And given your confusion, I'm guessing you've never met one. They're brilliant creatures. Fine company for any self-respecting wizard. She'd be most impressed by our efforts saving these tieflings. Proud, even. And I've given her little to be proud of recently, after I was afflicted with my condition. And locked myself in my tower for an entire year. I was inconsolable. Wallowing in my self-inflicted tragedy. I'd given up on myself. But Tara never did. It was her encouragement, her research that led me to my treatment. Once we knew that magically infused items were the key, she went out to find them for me. She saved my life. After so long being cared for by someone else, it feels good to have repaid the favor. Not directly to Tara, but to these poor tieflings. I'm sure she would approve. You remind me of her somewhat. There's a steeliness in you, an unwavering tenacity, even in the face of, to be frank, quite dire odds. Wish you were here for me to make a formal introduction. But I would never ask her to undertake such a journey. She's safer at home. Besides, she was always telling me I needed to spread my wings, so to speak. Find mortal friends instead of hanging onto Mistra's coattails. So that's what I'm doing. I hope.
I'm actually a nymph in disguise. I'm gonna go the druid path.
Oh, she'll love you. So long as you don't rub her belly. She hates it when anyone does that.
Typical cat behavior. I'm not gonna, no. No. Fine.
The pleasures I experienced in Mistra's embrace go far beyond the thrill of having one's tummy tickled. I remember once, she took the smallest piece of the weave and made it into... Wait, are you saying... You know what? I think I've clearly had far too much wine. And you've had nowhere near enough. I think this is a conversation best held back on. For now.
I am quite okay with
With
that.
my condition as volatile as it is, I fear any undue excitement may tip it over the edge, so to speak. Go! Indulge in the frivolities. They're good for the heart. And mine will be all the lighter to see you enjoying yourself.
Oh, the music stopped.
Aha, there you are. Come now, settle in. I do hope you have partaken of something bracing. This may well take us all night. Why, you're naming, quite obviously. That ballad was but a crude preview, a frame without its crowning jewel. Your nom de guerre. Something iconic, but not too much of a mouthful. We don't want to exclude the common folk, after all. I intend this tale to enrapture all. Far too much? This is the very problem. If you could set aside your many triumphs, carry out one defining act, not to belittle your achievements to date, of course, but besting a dragon, a giant, a god, perhaps? I must deliberate. Go, enjoy your evening. I shall have work for you in the days to come.
Go on now. Don't waste a night like this talking to me. We'll discuss your problem tomorrow.
We're not doing that. We saw plenty of that during the last panel from hell. No. Yeah, go me.
Later, perhaps. Don't worry about me. A night under the stars amidst nature's creation is just what I need after being locked up in the goblin's dungeon. Go on, enjoy yourself. Seek out some wine before it runs dry. There are a lot of thirsty people around here.
Now I know where the meme came from.
You have no idea how good it feels to see these people smiling. The singing we could probably do without, but even so, thank you.
I guess the kid's back here.
You came through for us. That's a change from most adults I know.
What happened to your eye?
I'm not. I'm glad they can celebrate before we've even got to the gate. Just like I'll be glad to be rid of them once we're there.
If you're not careful, kid, that city will eat you up.
If the
Spit
owner
you
has
out.
any sense, they'll hire you on the spot. Hope you're enjoying the night, hero. I certainly am. Cheers to many more like this.
This might be the wine talking, but I'm feeling inspired. Thinking of writing my next song about you. But I need an angle. Any ideas? Oh, come on. There must be something.
I mean, we are sexy, so why not?
One raunchy ballad coming up.
Hey, buddy, you're moving around quite a
I
bit.
like these people.
Oh.
They're joyful. It's contagious.
Excited little man.
I have seen the Kithraki tear a screaming Nyogi's legs
this
from
is
its
some old
belly
dialogue.
to fashion into blades. Yet they could not match your nerve today. It was enough to drive me to madness. I smell their blood on you still. I smell your moisture.
Here's some new
A
bits.
glorious reward for a glorious battle. Go on, have your fun. And do not wipe away a single bead of sweat. It's intoxicating.
Good lord, girl. You're the thirsty one tonight. Also, I think I mentioned this a long time ago. A Niyogi, the horrendous slave traders of the cosmos. They are strong, they are numerous, they are bad news. So what she said really is a true compliment, because even by themselves, they're strong. And it is just, they're nasty. They're really hard to take down.
You know, I never pictured myself as a hero. Never thought I'd be the one they'd toast for saving so many lives. And now that I'm here...
It's awful.
I hate it. This is awful.
He does have the best, what's the word, propensity for darkness, but I think we can make him a softie. I think it's possible. There we go.
True. That was fun. Still, I would have liked more for my trouble than a pat on the head and vinegar for wine.
Most of that was old dialogue.
By all means, go and enjoy yourself. I'll be here, waiting for the sunrise.
Sorry, bud. I gave you way too much attention during EA.
No, let them have fun.
Would you look at this place? All these people happy because of us. It's nice to be somewhere where good is still possible. And with good potations, too.
What? That's a no for number 3. I'm not going to ask 2 because that's bad memories.
Fuck yes. I'm celebrating my freedom and our friendship and these folks' bright future besides. All I need now is a fire-retardant lover to get lost in till sunrise. You too, soldier. Enjoy yourself tonight.
Oh my goodness, there's
earned it.
There's an animated series that I've seen on Instagram where it's literally somebody like her and then like this short little nerd half their size and just all the shenanigans they get into because they're mismatched in size, but that little nerd is very willing.
Look at them all. Guzzling poison like we've the right to be happy.
Well, you do.
Perhaps it'll make the evening more tolerable.
Think of it. No more caves, no more tents, no more running away. We'll be in a city with roads and markets and homes.
Withers, you got anything to say about this party?
Fate spins along as it should. Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection?
Oh, Kaga used to be hiding over here during the party. Will's here.
Yeah, hells. I was hoping you wouldn't notice I was gone.
I didn't notice you were gone. I was looking for someone else.
Oh, the blade doesn't sulk. I was just reflecting on what has happened and not wanting to be Mr. Serious at a celebration. I know how to have fun. I have lots of fun every day. Saving the people of the Grove was all the satisfaction I could ask. I don't need a party on top of that. In truth, I don't feel in a festive mood, and I didn't want to cast a grey cloud over the night. I'm a devil. I love the people from the Grove, but I unsettle them deep down, as I seem to unsettle everyone nowadays. You don't want a devil at your party. Claws will pop the balloons, you see. And the sweet cakes don't taste half as good as raw eggs with this blasted forked tongue.
I think you have that.
If only half the world had half the heart you do. But off with you. This is your day. Have a dance. Enjoy the music. Some time alone beneath the stars, and I'll be back to my old self. Promise. Still, it's a night to remember. You've made sure of that.
A little disappointed Cog is actually gone. I really wanted to expose her for being a shadow druid. Maybe I still can when the night's over.
Everyone seems to be in high spirits. Strange.
She has a mark on her hand.
You know who I never thought I'd find myself caring for?
Where the animation keeps happening.
Exactly right. Never gave them much thought. Certainly not that bunch in the grove. Yet we came through for them. We saved their lives. Odd. Something like that. I was taught to reject anything that distracted from Shah. But there'll be time for penance later. We should have had wine more often. More warming than the fire.
Guess that's it with her.
No, let them have fun. I'll be ruining it come morning anyway.
So I guess that's it. That's everyone. There's no one in here. All right, well, let's end this night. And possibly get jumped in our sleep by a certain Yithiki.
Buzz of celebration quiets to a soothing hum as you approach your bunk. You've picked up a few pleasant memories on your journey amongst your struggles.
We're not deep enough for that to be a thing. Oh, well. Lae'zel.
Your body aches pleasingly with the memory of past bruises. Perhaps it is the same for her.
I trust you enjoyed your evening. After all your efforts, it was well deserved. It
Guess
may
we
be
actually
some
slept
time
good.
before you're afforded another such night. There is much to be done, and I promised I would help you however I could. I'm certain a cure for you can be found at Moonrise Towers, but it's complicated. The journey specifically, it's extremely perilous, though it seems you're well accustomed to navigating danger.
I suppose it was too much to hope we were going to be cured here and now. To Moonrise, then.
What's so dangerous about it?
To get to the towers, you'll need to pass through a terrible place. A cursed place. This curse shrouds everything in shadow. You will not find life, light, or anything natural there. Any who linger are twisted by the curse. They become shadow beings, tormented, dangerous souls. So it seems, though I don't know how. You'll have to choose your approach carefully. You could go overland, along the Risen Road or through the mountains. Easier at first, but you'll run into the Shadow Curse eventually. You could also go under. There is a tunnel somewhere in the ruined Temple of Selûne. It leads to Moonrise Towers through the Underdark. Long ago, a man called Ketheric Thorm built a secret stronghold deep down there, before rallying a whole army of Dark Justiciars, Shah worshippers.
Dark Justiciars. I must see for myself.
Aradin and his lot were looking for a way down there. They were promised riches if they retrieved a relic called the Night Song. But I think there's more. From this stronghold, Ketheric's forces could access both the Temple of Selûne and Moonrise Towers. But he was defeated before he could launch an attack. If you can find this place, I'll wager it will reveal a more direct path to Moonrise Towers. And maybe even bypass the worst of the Shadow Curse. Already? If only I'd gone with you instead of Aradin. I would like to join your camp, if you'll allow me. I can offer my skills, my counsel. I've long sought to return to Moonrise Towers. It seems our fates have aligned. Unfinished business, and a lifetime of regret to repair. I helped overthrow Ketheric Thorm and his Dark Justiciars years ago, but I failed to prevent him from unleashing darkness across the region before he was defeated. I spent years researching the curse, trying to put an end to it. Nothing has worked. Yet, if I can join you and get close to Moonrise, perhaps I can lift this curse. Same as you may find a cure for your infection. Precisely. Then perhaps I could have done something about both the Shadow Curse and Ceremorphosis aberrations. But in my eagerness, I put far too much faith in the abilities of Aradin and his band. We didn't even get close. I've chosen a successor as first druid, Francesca of the High Forest. A bird's already been dispatched to summon her. Precisely. Who indeed? You do not know, and neither do any of the others. The Grove needs to move beyond the mistakes of the past. What it needs is an unknown quantity. An outsider who can enforce the Oakfather's teachings without bias. This is why I chose Francesca. She will restore simplicity and purity to the Grove in my absence. Contrary to how some think of us, we druids can play politics when necessary. Now, we've quite the journey ahead. Best get started.
Do not be so impatient to move on as Halsin. As ever, the Githyanki Kresh remains our priority.
We gotta do that pretty soon. And well, this housekeeping episode has gone on for quite a while, so let's check in once more with everyone and then call it a day.
Need something?
Absolutely not.
Speak.
Nope.
Oakfather's blessings to you.
Oh, we do have options here. Okay. Parasite, no. Shadow Curse. Secret Stronghold in the Dark. Shadow Curse. Shadow Curse. Oh. No. Damn. Okay. I'll leave it be.
Ah, my good fella. Quite the cozy setup you have here.
You're not going to progress until I let you perform surgery on me, are you?
Tell me, what can I do for you?
Whole lot of nope. Are you still brooding?
Well met.
Hey, soldier.
Alright. And finally.
May the darkness protect you.
Oh.
Wouldn't you be in my place? If there's even the slightest chance that Shah worshippers remain within our reach, we should try and find them. Even if they're all long gone, and that seems quite likely from what we know, who knows what they may have left behind for us to use? My people are nothing if not resourceful. As long as I've prayed to Lady Shah, I've wished to serve her as a dark justiciar. There is scarcely a greater way to fully dedicate yourself to Lady Shah, save perhaps if you become the head of her church.
You've mentioned this already.
To become a dark justiciar is to become the Night Singer's sword arm, her implement with which she will cast down the unbelievers and win the final battle to restore her perfect, endless darkness. It's all I ever wanted. I prayed it was my calling. But Mother forbid me from seeking to prove myself worthy of the rank. Not my mother. Sometimes I wonder if she would ever deem me ready.
Yeah, we've been through this.
I owe her everything, and I only wish to serve, yet she can prove inscrutable.
Alright, well, nothing new truly happened there. So, until next time, everyone, y'all stay safe out there.